Hey everybody, welcome to another wonderful edition of Chaos 120. It's IRATE PROSTATE, and it's Wednesday, and you know what that means. We're doing it at my pad. So with me, as usual, are the usual suspects. I'm going to say hey to TerraSynn. That's right. And the next 6 minutes.
Greetings and salutations.
Yes, and Vetran Mountainman.
Hey everyone.
All right. Try to get everything balanced. Everybody doing okay today? Everybody had a good day?
Okay.
The dog's having a good day.
And Irving, hey man, what's happening? Does he have a Discord?
I believe so. Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
If you have a Discord, just Irving, if you want to, you can hop in. You don't need. You can just come on right in here. So, hey, Pox Toxic, how's it going? So,
Awesome as ever.
That's right. So we're getting cranked up by Chaos 120. It's we run every night at this time, except for on Sundays and on Saturdays, and then I think that's right. Saturdays we run an hour later, but on Sundays we don't run at all. Everybody just hangs out and we do our own thing with our own people. But tonight, what we do is that when we open up the show, is we do what's called an intro show, and so I'm gonna let the ladies first, as I always say, and Miss Tara, tell us what's up.
Before she gets into it, Irving just made note that we're a little on the quiet side, so we'd like us, our voices to be cranked.
Try to prompt. I'll see exactly what the problem is. All right. Yeah, everything should be better now. All right. And just give everybody a test. Say hi, everybody.
Hey everyone.
Greetings and
is that better?
Salutations.
Is that better?
Do we have the better sound?
Okay. Seems like it is.
So Irving says the music was drowning us out just a bit.
All right, I tuned that back. So sorry about that, everybody. I don't know. It's been kind of weird coming through Discord. I don't know why. I need to look at my settings. Maybe it's like my side, but the audio seems like it's coming in a little low. But it's good now. Everything should be better balanced out. So let's do the pre-shill. Beginning ladies first with everybody's favorite Terrawana. Go for it.
Find me on YouTube, IMVU, Twitter, and Facebook. I also have a Etsy. Go there, look for Tara and Roxy Craft, and buy my stuff so I can finally go to more.
That's right. And next 6 minutes.
I am the next 6 minutes. You may find me on the next 6 minutes YouTube channel. You must spell out the word 6. If you don't, then you won't. I also have the next live streams channel where I do most of my live stream stuff. Occasionally, I do one or two on my my primary channel, but for the most part, I do this on my live streams channel. As far as like pre-shill stuff. This Friday we're gonna try to have something a little special for our little friend Weebo. Yeah, she's graduating from teenager to adultish, I should say adultish. So yeah, she's entering her 20s, which is kind of awesome. It's like seeing a little baby chick learning to fly or something. Anyhow, or like a little kitten getting its first little teeth, and yeah, it's kind of a big thing. So we're observing her birthday, much like we did with Scooby last week. So it's gonna be awesome little time. Let's see. I have my third installment of my dank memes stream for my tea time. That's going to be Sunday afternoon. That's just going to be kind of my little thing. It's not really a Chaos 120 sort of shindig, but certainly all my buddies from Chaos 120 are invited to either be in the chat, or if they want to hang out in the on the panel, then that's cool as well. Let's see if I have anything else going on right now. Oh yeah, I have my first original content video coming out later this week. So not my first one, but the first one in a long fucking time. So yeah, I'm getting back into the original content business. So that's I won't drop what the subject matter is, but it's going to be interesting. So stay tuned to my primary channel, because that's where it's going to be premiering.
Cool. I guess that leaves it up to me, and it looks like tomorrow afternoon we, Big Fat Brian and I, will be doing the hot takes on Netflix's. We'll be covering the live-action version of the anime Full Metal Alchemist. Ooh,
can I get in on that with you? Because I've been watching that. I've watched it, and I've seen every episode of the animated.
Yeah, have you seen the live action? That's what we'll be covering. So if you want to watch that tonight after this, yeah, pop by and hang with us for a little bit. You down with that, Tara?
Up on me.
I'm sorry?
I think she's having trouble hearing you.
She's dropping out.
Yeah, I think she's kind of dropping out. We forgot Veteran.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah. Did you have any? Yeah, chill.
I don't have anything out of the ordinary to shill. I'm just doing my thing, producing my videos. I did do one today. I've got one for tomorrow that'll be coming out early.
Cool.
And then, of course, Saturday, I'll do something special.
Sounds cool. All right. And, all right, I got the Thursday thing. I just released a video. If you've been hit by like the spamming version of the guideline content strike, I strongly suggest you look at this video. I was able to get mine overturned in less than 18 hours. And it's basically, I take you step by step through what I did. And I can't guarantee any results, but that's the results I got after doing what I did, based on a friend that went through the same thing, and he ended up having to not be able to stream for 3 months. So
I know what that's like.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully this will help people. And Friday night, of course, is always the cream stream. This Friday we are scheduled to go from 11 to 1 Eastern Standard Time, or Eastern Daylight Time, or is it? It's daylight, isn't it? And 10 to 12 Central, and it would be 8 to 10 on Pacific. And currently we've got Day is Dead scheduled, and possibly Roy from Very Nearly Viral.
Awesome.
Should be joining us. So that, yeah, we should have some fun on that. And then, of course, Saturday, as usual, on at 3, it will be Drinks with Friends, hosted by, of course, the one and only Sir Adamantine. And so that's what we got going on that. And I think it's time for an NHL report.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It was very good last night, because I actually got to watch a Dallas Stars highlight reel. I don't normally watch them when they lose. So, yeah, the last month was pretty rough for the Stars, and it could cost them a playoff spot, which sucks. So I'm kind of hoping for some of the Stars' rivals to perform poorly over the next couple of weeks, so the Stars may have a shot at that last wild card spot. It's between slim and none, the chances of that actually happening that way. So, we'll see. But anyhow, so I'm still feeling kind of good. I'm watching Gamera versus Baragon, which is awesome because a few weeks ago, well, not even a few weeks ago, just like last week, my Gamera, the giant monster disc, arrived broken from Netflix. So I was kind of I was a little upset about that, and the Stars losing some games that week, that didn't help. So that was that was rougher than it really should have been. But
hey, real quick, Scooby just sent me a message saying that Sylvanas helped him with reprogramming his laptop. He's doing upgrades, and he'll try and hop in when he's done.
All right.
All right, Scoob. All right, Sylvanas. Thanks.
Thanks, Sylvanas.
Good
Glad
deal.
to hear
Good
that.
deal. Well, let's see. Speaking of slim and none chances for the Stars, one of their main immediate competitors, the St. Louis Blues, who is also a team also on the cusp of clinching a wild card spot, is currently ahead of the Chicago Blackhawks. Yes, the big Chicago Blackhawks, the big Chicago Blackhawks. 3-2 with 14:35 left in the third period. We have a 0-0 score currently with 16:05 left in the first of the Minnesota-Anaheim game. I'm not sure which one of these teams is going to be the bigger threat to the Stars. Whoever the bigger threat is, I hope that they lose tonight. just saying. Okay,
totally
the Ottawa
dig that.
Senators have defeated the Buffalo Sabres, surprise, 4-2. And that, of course, is the NHL break brought to you by the next 6 minutes.
Thank you, Six. Killer.
I might have a little bias as far as which teams I'm rooting for, which I'm not. Just a little bias, just a little one.
I can understand that.
And I am bringing up this this wonderful barrage of stories brought to us and to you by Colleen Bernier, our senior Florida correspondent. She has a lot of weird ones tonight. This is kind of like
Good.
it's like a
I like weird.
it's a menagerie of quirk tonight. We'll see what we got here. We'll start with this one here.
Skip. Hey, Skip Talk.
Holy shit! Hey, they must be. This Sonic must be catering to my hotboxing neighbors. So let's see. Okay, this please stop smoking weed in the drive-through Gulfport restaurant asks. Yeah, so normally how it works when you're smoking pot is you wait to have the munchies after you've finished smoking. These guys they've broken it down to a science where they're eating while they're smoking, as to I guess head the munchies off at the pass. Is this what I'm gathering here? Anyhow, we'll find out what these guys are all about.
Good luck.
Fast food chain restaurant in Gulfport has a message for anyone smoking marijuana at the drive-through lane. Attention! A laminated sign reads in the window of the Sonic on the 17th Street. If you are smoking weed in the drive-through, you will not be served. Please show some common courtesy and smoke and air out before pulling up to your order.
Oh man, that wouldn't fly here in Oregon.
Yeah. Guess they don't want the stank of these guys ordering dank.
That's interesting.
Okay.
You know, as the next couple of years evolve, we're going to see some very interesting marijuana-related shit going on. This is going to be fun.
Yeah. As more places
It gets
legalize,
crazy, yes.
legalize legalize med and rec. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. We'll see what's going on.
Well,
let's see. Store manager Yasmin Freeman said the sign was posted about 2 weeks ago after a patron blew smoke in the face of an underage employee.
uh-oh.
You might fail the piss test there, kid. Let's see. She said, in addition to the incident, employees were tired of smelling pot when taking orders. Yes. Unless you're smoking with purpose, then the smell of pot is not that bad. But if it's somebody's secondhand cast off and you have to worry about drug tests at work and all this other kind of shit, then it starts to really suck. And you really start to hate your hot boxing neighbors. Anyhow, Freeman said the sign has worked so far, curtailing some unwanted aromas that would otherwise have wafted from patrons' vehicles. Quote, there have also been a lot of pictures of the sign taken, she said. So I imagine a fair number of dank memes have resulted from these pictures. I would expect. So, yeah. Let's see. Let me throw this in the side chat if anybody wants to share this sign with. Let's see. Let me throw this into. I think I don't know which. I'm in the shill quarters. So if IRATE or somebody wants to.
If you want to just put it in general, it's fine.
That's okay. Well, I threw it in and the window was open. Let's see. Yeah, this sign does say in very big red letters, attention! If you're smoking weed in the drive-thru, you will not be served. Yes, they've highlighted the two words, will not be served. Please show some common courtesy and smoke and air out before pulling up to order. Thank you, management.
Amazing.
Well, hot diggity dog.
That's right.
Yeah, like I said, that wouldn't fly here in Oregon. People would be like, what? You think you got the right to tell me I can't smoke pot? It'd cause a huge havoc. And never mind the fact that they're still trying to take everyone's guns. That would just still cause havoc, though.
Yeah. But, I applaud. Because, hey, I'm not against people smoking in their own homes. I'm not against people smoking in public places. But there's a bit of courtesy, there's a bit of modesty, there's a bit of decorum when it comes to that sort of thing. There's if you're smoking at home and you live in an apartment building where all the units are connected, you might run into a bit of trouble with your neighbors because I know how they explained to me the air conditioning system in my building. The way it works is that each air conditioning system is like its own little separate thing. However, that does not negate the fact that every one of these units is connected with every other unit, and there are cracks and there are fissures and there are conduits and there are also all these little spaces and open areas that can allow aromas from one unit to travel to another. And
wiring,
plumbing, so on and so forth. It gets around. Let's just put it that way. So if you're in an apartment building, and if you don't want people picking up on the fact that you're smoking the reefer, and you can't open a window, because if you open a window, then somebody's going to call the cops on you, and so on and so forth, and you're afraid of this and that and the other. I don't have any advice for you. I know that where this particular building is situated, if you drive out west 20 or 30 minutes, you're out in the fucking country. So smoke all you want and camp out, and it's especially do not drive back. when you're high. Just go there, get high, stay there. You know, camp out, look at the stars, talk to the crickets. I don't know, whatever you do when you're blazing.
Watch the sunshine melt.
Yes. It's up to you, man. It's up to you. I'm not going to tell you what to do when you're high. Just don't fucking cloud it into my apartment if I don't so desire it. Because, you know, when it's in your unit, it's your business. But when it comes into my unit, it becomes my business. So that is the distinction. That is what hot boxers need to understand. Anyhow, rant over. Detroit Zoo is giving away free buckets of poop.
Well, talk about an interesting segue.
I think it's a shitty deal, but
Well, what are you talking about, Six? It's the perfect way to get your garden going.
This plan is full of shit. Okay, let's see. We'll see what they're up to. The Detroit Zoo is luring visitors with the temptation of a free bucket of animal poop. On Saturday, April 14th, the zoo will host its 6th annual, so they've done this 5 times before,
That's right.
Green Fest, an event dedicated to celebrating Earth Day and engaging the community. So how do you get your free poop? Well, the first 1,000 people to visit the anaerobic digester educational display, wow, that's a mouthful. As long as this is not a mouthful of poop, will receive a token of a 5-gallon bucket to be filled with free Detroit Zoo poo. Zoo poo.
Now I see what's going on. That anaerobic conditioner is a fancy way for saying a compost heap.
Yay!
Yep. The anaerobic digester annually converts 500 tons of animal manure and other organic waste into methane-rich gas to power Border Town. Who runs?
I run Border Town.
Master Blaster.
I think it's Barter Town. I can't remember. It's just some. Anyhow, whatever.
It's Bada Town.
Tina Turner was hot in that movie. Anyhow, let's see. Methane-rich gas to help power the zoo's animal hospital, leaving a nutrient-rich fertilizer as a byproduct. Greenfest guests can also explore farm-to-table food options, expand their scientific knowledge during chemistry demonstrations, make window decals to prevent bird strikes, and take a green pledge to join the Detroit Zoological Society on its green journey. Its green journey. Sounds very Tolkien-esque. The event runs from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. You must take the bucket of poo to Mount Doom and dump it into the Mount Doom. Anyhow, it takes 3 movies and 9 hours. Holy shit, 9 hours to take that damn bucket of poo. But it's an unexpected journey. It's an
unexpected journey. That's right.
Goodness. Let's see. So that's what's going on in the good city of Detroit. They're looking out for the trees and the plants and shit by giving you shit so you can put it on the trees and plants. There we go. Circle life. Okay. Let's see. Colleen Bernier has brought us I think. Oh gosh. Interesting. Yeah. Well, in some ways, it makes sense. In other ways, you gotta ask what their budget's like. All right. Rescuers save realistic sex doll found floating in Groningen water. I don't know where Groningen is.
Really?
Yes. Emergency services responded to. Holy shit! I can't pronounce any of this. It's at Patapolstervik in Groningen. En masse Sunday after a passerby reported a body in the water. Closer inspection revealed it was not a person at all, but a realistic sex doll. Police said on Twitter. A passerby reported the body around 3:45 p.m. on Sunday. Emergency services responded with a large number of personnel because clothes were also found on the side of the water, according to ANP, whatever that is. Boating traffic in the area was halted for a time. At the scene, rescuers discovered that the victim was actually a doll. One from the erotic industry, a very realistic one. Not a blow-up doll, a police spokesman said that it would be floating on top of the water if it was a blow-up doll. Think, people, think. Okay, so somebody was trying to live out their little Little Mermaid sexual fantasies by banging this banging the sex doll in the water, but I guess lost a grasp on said sex doll, and it kind of floated away on them. And I guess well, a fool and his sex doll are soon parted.
Yep.
Under the sea, under the sea. Let's see. We have one from the Orlando Sentinel. Oh,
Florida man.
Yeah, this one's a doozy. Let's
hear
see.
it. Don't keep us waiting.
Disney bus driver arrested in undercover child sex sting.
Oh dear Lord.
Whoa. A little bit too much magic in the Magic Kingdom. Some guy named Kevin Van Orman. See, he looks like a real creeper dude. He's the guy that's in your bushes staring at you as you're, like, mowing the lawn and shit. He's a creepy looking dude. Anyhow, Disney bus driver was arrested last week after driving to Polk County to meet a person he thought was 15. It was actually a sheriff's deputy.
He thought it was
Seriously?
15.
Quote, I did something completely stupid that I never should have done in the first place. You know, they all say that. Kevin Van Orman, 35, of South Daytona, told deputies, according to his arrest affidavit. Quote, I came to meet a 15-year-old girl. One thing I never should have effing done. I lost my wife, my house, my kids, my truck, and you're probably going to lose your freedom, buddy. That
sounds like a bad...
No piece of ass is worth that kind of loss. I mean, you know, not even Sofia Vergara. I'm sorry.
Even if she was 15. So yeah.
I'm just saying.
This guy's gonna go away for a long time, and for
good reason.
For good reason. Because he's a nasty pedo.
Yes, yes, he is.
I have a shark policy for nasty pedos. Shark infested waters. Anyhow.
Yes, we know your shark infested waters policy for nasty pedos. We talked about that yesterday. Remember?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. I'm very pro shark. Van Orman faces charges of attempted lewd battery, traveling to lure a child, and using a computer to solicit or lure a child. He was released from jail on a $7,000 bail. That's a little low in my opinion. After his arrest on March 25th, Van Orman is talking to two separate undercover two. Interesting. Van Orman was talking to two separate undercover deputies on the Whisper app, records show. Quote, I'm only 15 though, just so you know. Yes, though is spelled THO and U is spelled just for the U.
Of course.
For authenticity. One of the deputies wrote to Van Orman. That's okay, Van Orman replied, and offered to come over. Quote, we can cuddle, watch TV, and whatever else you would like. And I can even massage you. Fuck, drop him in the sharks. Drop this fucker in the sharks with his damn bus.
See, I'm kind of old-fashioned. I say we stake him out for the fire.
Yeah. That's there's you know, I grew up watching shark movies, and I see the terror that the actors tried to portray and stuff like that. So it's like, anyhow, that's just me. I'm very pro shark. Let's see. Van Orman drove to the Polk County address the undercover deputy gave him and found the front door locked and drove away, records show. He returned later with 2 condoms in his pocket. I wonder what he was going to do with those. And walked up to the front door where deputies arrested him. A Disney spokeswoman said Van Orman is on unpaid leave pending the outcome of the criminal charges. Unpaid leave? Really? I would drop his ass like a fucking bad habit.
Remember, man, public
sharks.
sector unions. The unions, they can't just get rid of him. They have to wait for the investigation.
So, I guess Florida's not one of those right-to-work states.
They are, but public sector unions, man. Even in right-to-work states, they're pervasive.
Well, I hope until his court date, I hope in the night he hears dun 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 dun. You're shark shit, buddy. All right, now we're cooking. It seems this is another Orlando Sentinel. I guess she was staking out the Orlando Sentinel. She found some gems. Okay, woman stabbed Burger King co-worker to death in Deltona. Damn. I done told you to quit burning my fries. Anyhow, a man was fatally stabbed early Tuesday morning outside a Burger King in Deltona, and the Volusia County Sheriff's Office said. The Volusia County. Anyhow, the stabbing occurred shortly before deputies arrived at the Burger King at 2790 Elkham Boulevard about 2:30 a.m. Sheriff spokesman Andrew Gant said Justin Hooks, 29, was pronounced dead about an hour later at Halifax Health Hospital in Deltona. Investigators learned that Hooks and a friend, both Burger King employees, were sitting outside the restaurant playing cards when Samantha Bonilla showed up and began arguing with Hooks. Bonilla, who also works for the fast food restaurant, pointed a knife at Hooks' face. Authorities said Hooks pushed Bonilla, causing her to fall. Bonilla stood up with the knife and stabbed Hooks, Gant said. The fight appeared to be related to a love triangle involving Hooks, Bonilla, and the other co-worker. Bonilla, 29, faces a charge of second-degree murder. Wow.
Seriously. Good Lord.
You know, it's... I can't really speak to what was going on in this woman's mind, but really, stabbing a burger flipper is not really worth it, not worth your trouble, and certainly not worth the murder charge you're about to have leveled against you.
It most definitely is not worth facing murder charges, no matter what the guy was to her. Not worth it at all.
Just move on. She's probably better off with someone better for her, but she's probably going to have to snuggle up with some prison lesbians now, and that is her lot in life. That is the way she chose to play her card. So,
yep.
Sorry to hear that, but you know, that's how them cookies crumble. Burger King does serve cookies, right?
You know, I wouldn't know. I haven't been into a Burger King in so long. I don't know what's on their menu anymore.
I haven't been to a Burger King in a long time either. Chat, can you answer that question? Does Burger King serve cookies? Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah, they serve cookies.
Okay, so that's the how the cookie crumbles. And cookies brought to you by Burger King. Okay. Holy shit. Someone listened to way too much Ozzy. This one comes to us from the New York Post. Sadistic teen bit chicken's head off at school. Wow. You know, I'm a big fan of chicken. I fucking love chicken. I eat it quite frequently. Chicken is quite tasty, but I at least wait to cook the darn thing. Holy.
Yeah, you gotta have a nice cooked rotisserie chicken if you're gonna eat chicken, man.
There you go.
Hiya, Mr. B.
Hey there.
You arrived just in time to hear.
You sound fantastic.
Head-biting offie.
That's because he's at home.
Sound great, bro.
He's not at work digging for pirate treasure.
No rum fight.
No rum fight.
No, Ramfi, I'm home today. Yay!
Excellent. Let's see. A 17-year-old high school student in Florida is facing animal cruelty charges after he bit the head off a chicken on Saturday in what one official described as a pretty sadistic act. The Volusia County Sheriff's Office said in a Facebook post that David Andrew Jimenez, 17, went to University High School in Orange City and entered a chicken coop at the school for a farm-to-table event held earlier in the day. A teacher on Monday discovered the headless body of a chicken in the parking lot, and its head was later found inside the chicken coop, according to police. School officials also found that the chicken's eggs had been thrown in the gym against the gym doors. They went to an agricultural program, the farm to table, for basically no other reason, bit the chicken's head off and kept the head in the mouth, and then wanted to see how the chicken died. I mean, it's pretty sadistic if you think of it. Quote, Volusia County Sheriff Mike Chitwood said to Fox 35 Orlando. After killing the bird, police said Jimenez bragged about biting the head off the chicken, which prompted students to report the incident. He went and bragged about what he had done, and then several students went and informed the school, Chitwood said. Jimenez has been charged with animal cruelty and trespassing and is due in court on Wednesday. Additional charges are possible against any other students who were involved in the incident, police said. The woman who donated the group of chickens for culinary students at the school to raise told Fox 35 the incident was very disturbing. Let's see. To kill an animal, a live animal, it's sad, and the kids worked very hard. Bechir, Bechir said. Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, definitely a disturbed individual.
Wow.
This
I guess
kid-
somebody listened to too much heavy metal. Oh,
Yeah,
wait, that's me. Ah!
See, I don't get that, because I listen to plenty of Oz.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of Ozzy
So do I.
myself. I listen to a lot of bands, and I've son of a bitch. This kid needs to be bashed in the knees with cricket bats by chickens. Give the chickens cricket bats. So in his nightmares, he will hear chicken noises, cricket bats, bashing it.
I'm in the slime wants to know if he had sex with the headless poultry.
Given that this is the great state of FLA,
Oh, I think
Entirely possible.
Hey, don't knock it
I'm
till you
not gonna
tried
rule
it.
it out.
Don't knock it till you tried it.
At least he wasn't cracking open a cold one.
Yeah.
The reason I say that is because
A cold chicken? What?
according to the TampaBay.com, Man dies after swallowing cocaine at Florida traffic stop.
Oh.
Yay! One less Floridian man! Florida
Fuck
man! Yeah, he's finally dead because he swallowed cocaine. Florida man! Fuck yeah!
Oh man.
You know, there's far too many of them. Be an issue.
Yeah, and they multiply too fast. Let's see. This is from Milton. Is that ring any bells there, Milton?
Milton, Florida?
No.
Or from Milton the dude?
A man
Milton, Florida.
A man died Tuesday morning after swallowing 7 grams of cocaine
Holy
during
shit.
a traffic stop.
Jeez.
Yeah.
He took 7
It's a quarter
Gs.
ounce. Yeah.
Holy shit, that's a lot of cocaine.
Hell yeah.
God,
Yeah.
was that Dr. Roxo, the rock and roll clown?
That's
I'm Roxo!
His heart
No,
exploded.
Thank God.
Probably
Finally gets
dealing.
that joke reference.
I do cocaine. On Monday night, an unidentified man was stopped for a traffic incident. He was arrested and charged with a suspended license and possession of a controlled. That's fucking hilarious. Controlled substance. I'm sorry, the guy's dead.
Oh, Lord.
Before he was taken into custody, deputies say they saw him swallow a small object. He was checked by the sheriff's office medical team and placed in close watch cell for observation. Tuesday at 5:45 a.m., the man admitted to swallowing 7 grams of cocaine and was taken by ambulance to the hospital. He was pronounced dead at the hospital,
Jeez.
according
And
to
the slime
deputies.
says he got blown away.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Slime is a new addition to the chat family. I'm really
Yeah.
digging it.
So he left his table for a powdering. So he did not return, sadly. Anyhow, so you don't powder your stomach, powder your nose. Interesting. Okay. This one's kind of all right. This comes to us from the TC Palm, part of the USA Today network. Thank you very much for
Oh,
for
joy.
informing us on
Oh,
that.
joy. Oh, joy.
Guess what?
What?
Florida man.
A woman bears more than soul on US US 1 and Stewart. I guess that's US Highway 1. And if all these goddamn ads will quit popping up in front of me, I can actually read the damn story. Let's see, from Stewart, Florida, I imagine. A woman accused of baring her breasts and sticking her tongue out along a major roadway got locked up, according to a Martin County Sheriff's Office report.
Really?
Yeah, and this particular one, it's not a good thing. A deputy reported encountering a woman later, Joanne Linda Eden, 63, on March 19th after going to a suspicious person report on the 5200 block of Southeast Federal Highway. Eden was standing by a light pole facing Federal Highway with both breasts exposed, the report states. The suspect was rubbing her breasts in a circular motion. I guess she was checking for lumps. I don't know. She's just
Hey,
trying
you
to
gotta
be
do it when you
responsible.
can.
You got to be responsible about your health, man.
Buddy
Talk
chat.
about itching titties, huh?
Odd place to pick to do it, but hey,
I'm thinking a little X might be involved here.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think a lot of things are.
She's rolling pretty hard, man.
Yeah, she was rubbing her breasts in a circular motion while sticking her tongue out, the report states.
Suki
It's-
Suki, me love you long time.
It's unclear whether the circulation was clockwise or counterclockwise. Inquiring minds.
Wait, well, you're telling me they were paying attention if it was clockwise or counterclockwise. She sat
Hey,
there for that long
The
doing
devil's
this.
in the details, my friend.
Maybe
The
they
devil's
thought it was some
in the
kind of like signaling or some shit, you know.
details.
Oh, Jesus.
Burnside, since when did you do details?
Paperwork. You know what I do for a living. Paperwork is the details.
It ain't on
gosh.
paper.
So you're
it
the
didn't
devil?
happen. Mm.
Had doing about that guy almost had to shoot the day before.
Devilish.
Eden put her breasts back in her shirt after noticing the deputy patrol vehicle pull in. Meanwhile, a woman identified as victim said Eden pulled down her pants, exposing her crotch and breasts. Okay.
Yep, definitely some X going on there.
I think at bare minimum. Yeah. Women typically do not expose their crotch and breasts in public. Well, no shit.
Mr.
Unless they're on a stripper pole.
I think that depends on the state you're in, because here, as long as their nipples don't get hard, it's legal.
Interesting. Apparently
Yep.
not cold weather states. Eden
Not here.
Eden also is accused of trying to grope a man in the parking lot. Eden
Whoa.
of the 2600 block of Southeast Carroll Street in Stewart. Yeah, it's audience participation.
Bitch, a grubber band.
Street in Stewart was arrested on an exposure and public charge. Wow.
I say the bitch, a grubber band.
So he was
Oh,
counterclockwise
giggity, giggity,
and
giggity.
clockwise. I guess she was trying to set herself like a clock.
Well, I think
You know
she was
what
setting
time it
something
is.
all right.
She's
It's
winding
time-
herself up there, man.
She knows what time it is, man.
Yep, she's
Giggity.
winding herself up.
Oh boy. Oh, it just keeps getting better and better. Colleen, you've tip of the hat. Tip of the hat. Florida woman sets ex-boyfriend on fire during Easter dinner.
Oh dear Lord, really?
Mm.
Wow.
Wait, what? Literally flaming Easter? Oh, this is awesome.
Yeah.
After this story, I got a story.
Yeah.
I
Fort
bet you
Lauderdale, Florida, and Altamont Springs woman is facing attempted homicide charges after police say she sprayed gasoline on her boyfriend and set him on fire Easter Sunday.
Wait.
Wow.
did. Wow.
Police say Siobhan Perez asked her ex-boyfriend to fix a leaking pipe in her bathroom while she was over for Easter dinner. While the man, who police haven't identified, was fixing the pipe, he told police he noticed Perez holding, oh, so he's alive. Holy shit, he lived to tell the tale. Woo! Holding a container. When he asked Perez what was inside the container, she responded, "It's gasoline, you son of a bitch," according to police report. At least she's an honest arson. Perez began spraying the man with gasoline while saying, "You're gonna pay," police said. The ex-boyfriend soon noticed he was on fire and began taking his clothes off and trying to extinguish the flames. He noticed Perez was locking the front door to prevent him from leaving the burning apartment while spraying fluid on the living room floor. Wow. I thought the Burger King stabby thing was bad. This is fucking horrible. The victim, who was severely burned on his face, chest and neck, arm and hand, was taken to Orlando Regional Medical Center, police said. Before firefighters arrived to the apartment, Perez ran back inside to save her dog, because I guess revenge makes you forget that you have a dog. I'm assuming. She suffered from smoke inhalation and had to be intubated and sedated at Orlando Regional Medical Center, police said.
So she's needing treatment because she set her boyfriend on fire.
Yeah. Just a shred of instant karma there, but she's she's facing charges of attempted homicide, arson, and kidnapping. She's being held at the Orange County Jail without bond.
Well, yeah, after that, I'd hope so.
Yeah.
Well, I'd be damned. Shit.
Well, the pedo was held for a paltry $7,000.
Ah!
Yeah,
To be fair, they didn't actually catch him violating any kids, so...
Well, thankfully not, but shit.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's not a good thing. I'm just
But
saying.
it's Florida.
It was a fucking
Come
Disney
on.
bus driver.
I mean, guys, I know my other show's overbooked. I mean, come on, pedos, gassing, consider it.
Okay, so now that that story's over, years ago, my dad had a friend that was black, and my dad, it can be pretty damn racist. And this was his, like, literally only black friend. And so he was like, you know, it was near Thanksgiving. He was like, I'll see you after Thanksgiving, you know, at work. He's like, all right, see you later. Well, it comes out in the news that his friend was killed. His friend's mom stabbed him multiple times over a turkey leg.
Oh God.
Wow.
What?
Turkey legs are awesome, but they're not that awesome.
That happens in the South a lot. People killing each other over stupid, petty shit.
That's fucking asinine.
Yeah. Had a guy kill another dude over a pack of cigarettes, man.
Yeah,
You know?
a lot of
Shit
I
like
hear
that.
about
Crackers.
A lot of, yeah.
To be fair, IRATE, is it any worse than, you know, gangbangers killing each other, one stepping on the other's shoes?
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
not gonna lie, that is
looking
the
at each
thing
other
over here.
wrong, you know?
Dude, if they're
Yeah.
not blue suede, there's no reason to fight.
That's right.
Yeah, I grew up in an area where every few months you would hear about some idiot getting stabbed over a beer, some idiot getting stabbed over pizza money, some idiot getting stabbed over gas money, some idiot getting stabbed over a poker game. Yeah, it's
Poker
Say
game
it
at least
like
seems
that.
reasonable if the guy's cheating.
No, poker game also depends on how big the pot was. If the pot's like $1, screw it. There ain't no reason
Yeah, it's
to.
$1, man.
But
Yeah.
if the pot's like $1,000,
no, these guys.
No, not even
the-
$1,000.
These guys were using like nickels and dimes shit.
Okay,
Oh,
it was
for
like
fuck's
Dollar
sake.
Andy. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
nonsense.
I have some good news, Burnside.
Yeah, what's up?
I want you to begin hugging yourself because you're going to feel so warm and cozy. Because
Ooh, warmer
the
than
Chicago
whiskey.
Blackhawks have defeated the St. Louis Blues 4-3.
Oh, yeah!
I knew you'd like that. And I like that too because the St.
Fucking
Louis
sweet.
Blues lost. That means the glimmer of hope that was the Stars making the playoffs is a little, just a few lumens brighter. A few lumens brighter.
All right, sweet dude, let's do this.
Yeah. Still waiting for that Minnesota-Anaheim decision there. Hopefully the team that is less threatening to the Stars' playoff hopes, I hope that they win this game and defeat the one that is more of a threat to the Stars' playoffs hopes. Yes, that's
Hey,
me
keep
being,
it rolling,
being
man, keep
sports
it rolling.
petty, but fuck it. The Stars were dealt a bad fucking hand with all the penalties, not penalties, but the things that cause you to go to hospitals.
The
Injuries.
Injuries, yes, injuries, those things.
And
So-
Warriors.
Guys,
Fuck
I've
that.
actually got one.
Yeah, fuck that bit of bad news noise. So, I have no sympathy for misfortune fucking up your fucking parade. That's the only time I don't like rain. Stay off my parades, because I like watching like fucking what do you call them, the tall things with the trunks?
Trees.
Elephants.
The elephants.
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 Elephants rock.
Basketball players.
Uh, we're not talking about the
Luggage.
LA Lakers
I was
Wilt
talking
Chamberlain.
luggage, you know,
or Kobe Bryant. Or,
with luggage.
So, guys, I've got a bit of you guys for the chaos news.
what's that?
UK man defends himself from burglar, kills one, and gets charged with murder.
Of course.
Dirty UK court bastards.
What in the fuck is wrong with that goddamn country?
Well,
I mean,
hang on.
really, UK people that live there that I like and know and respect, I love you guys, but your court system is the most fucked up thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, here's what's
Ran
going on
over.
there
Sorry,
is
y'all.
that well, it comes to this is when one of these punks gets knifed in somebody's house that they're robbing, and, threatening the owners and so on and so forth. Hey, then their folks come out of the woodworks like they kind of do on this side of the pond and say, "Oh, he was a good boy. He was a good boy."
Then why the fuck was he robbing somebody?
Right. It's it's the same old song and dance. It's the same old excuses. It's the same old denial. It's the same old heads in the sand. And it's the same old bullshit.
Well, now here's
except
what's
in the
really
UK,
sad.
they've advanced it so far as to they've outlawed self-defense.
Well, this is even worse here, Six, because the 78-year-old homeowner was the one that was arrested for the suspicion of murder after he killed one of the burglars with a screwdriver. Not a knife, not a gun, not a cricket bat, not a screwdriver.
Yeah.
And they're still going to arrest this 78-year-old man. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Bullshit. It's bullshit.
It is ridiculous.
I'm sorry. I love you guys over in the UK. You're my homies and whatnot, but that's unconscionable.
The Magna Carta was originally drafted to keep people free, and so was the second version of it, and it's thrown it out.
Apparently, according to my brother, a man in Scotland was arrested because of what he wrote on a napkin.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that one too.
Man. Well, at least he didn't teach his pug to make Nazi jokes.
Yeah, if he had taught his pug to make Nazi jokes, he'd spend 2 years in jail.
Fuck's sake! Now they're gonna try to ban screwdrivers because the screwdriver did it. Fuck.
Dumb fucks.
Yep.
When bullshit is bullshit, it is the bullshittiest of bullshit that bullshits all over everybody. Fuck. It's like the damn Detroit Zoo handing out buckets of poo. But it's not the good kind of poo. It's the bullshit. All right. Pregnant Miami-Dade corrections officer accused of pepper spraying and hitting husband. Okay. I hope she realizes that her husband is not down. Well, she's probably going to be an inmate on lock. So, the irony is quite magnetic here. Miami-Dade County, Florida, a pregnant Miami-Dade corrections officer was arrested Tuesday on accusations that she pepper sprayed, struck, and strangled her husband of 4 years. According to an arrest report, Officer Marcia Bien-Aimé, it's a French Creole name, I think. 32, and her husband got into an argument January 12th because he would not allow her to go through his cell phone. Okay.
Marsha. You should have found some haters.
Instead of pepper spraying your dude, just leave the guy. If he's not gonna let you go.
Why the hell does she need to be on his?
Yeah,
It's his freaking cell phone.
Yeah, she has no right to go through his cell phone, and if she has a problem with that, then there's the door.
Well, in my opinion, if she's paying the bill, she has a right to go through it.
Let's see if that is the case. The victim
Because
told
that's my
officer,
deal. If I'm paying someone's bill for their phone, I have every right to see what the fuck you're doing on it.
The victim told officers he didn't allow evidence on it of her prior abusive behavior. Interesting. So he was logging her abusive behavior. And, okay, police said Bienemy became very enraged and charged toward the victim with a canister of pepper spray. Police said the victim was sprayed across his torso, neck, arms, and was unable to go to work that day because his skin was burning. According to the arrest report,
I bet it was.
Yeah, according to the arrest report, the victim provided detectives with surveillance footage that shows her spraying, shows that the lady spraying her husband with pepper spray. Police said the couple got into another argument about the victim's cell phone early Tuesday, and the victim told Bienemy again he would not allow her to go through his cell phone. Police said Bienemy tried to take the phone away from her husband, but then left their apartment to buy juice. She returned. She made a second attempt for the cell phone, the arrest report stated. Police said that Bienemy then grabbed her husband's neck with both hands, started strangling him to the point where his breathing was impeded. The victim said he pushed his wife's hands down and broke free from her grip, at which point Bienemy slapped him in the face. The man left the apartment and walked to the Miami Police North Station to file a report. Authorities said Bienemy was admitted to having insecurity issues about her marriage, and that's why she wanted to go through her husband's phone. Police said Bienemy denied strangling or slapping her husband. She was arrested on charges of battery and battery by strangulation. So she has a bit of history of abuse. He was documenting said abuse. She got paranoid that, he may be shacking up with somebody else. Well, given the treatment that she was given this guy, maybe she had some cause to feel a little paranoid about that. But even so, so essentially, he had evidence. He didn't want her to discover it because I guess he was trying to build a case against her.
I think if anything, one of the two of them might have fed each other to some gators or something. That would have solved the problem.
Well, she was pregnant at the time, and I don't want involved in it. Just wait for her to have the kid, then toss him to the gators.
See, this is where an encrypted folder on your phone would come in handy.
There you go. Or swapping out your SIM cards.
Yeah.
And dude, there's an app for that.
Yes, there is.
There is an app for that.
Mm-hmm.
Who'da thunk, Mr. Wizard? Who'da thunk?
Oh
Mr.
well,
Wizard.
I guess that's why I'm not a freaking. I'm not a guard at a prison. Is because I think too much.
Yeah. So, IRATE prostate. I know you're good at hunting down the skinny, the 411, the news on certain subjects.
Yeah.
I've seen bits and pieces trickle out today about the YouTube headquarters shooter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you uncovered anything additional to what we were discussing last night.
I think the real story to all this thing is the what we were talking about last night is the links that they're going to try to
Cover it up.
Well, not cover it up, but to like redirect the narrative as to what is the crux of the situation.
Yeah, I would tend to agree with that assessment there, IRATE, because of the lengths at which I have seen this story disappear.
Oh yeah, I mean it's like poofing off of everything that even remotely resembles mainstream media.
Right. If this if this was a cis white male,
even if it hadn't been a cis male, if it had just been a male,
yeah,
they would have kept it up.
Yeah, they would have kept it up. They would have his name would have been a household name, We've been all over social media, all over the internet, all over the airwaves and print, and yeah, that's how that cookie would crumble. But no, that is not what I've been seeing. I've seen it range from virtually nothing to fairly modest as far as the coverage of this story goes.
It's frustrating at best to just see, what's. It's interesting because it's like it kind of has this ripple effect when it comes to interest too, because it's like I'm seeing less interest as the day goes on, right? Whereas different circumstances, we've witnessed different things, and we've witnessed like the opposite, instead of something rippling out into less volume, like hearing wise volume, we'd see a snowball effect, whereas we'd get more and more, and the information would get more and more, It's the exact opposite on this deal. It's very.
Yeah, they are the flashlights pointing in every nook and cranny that you would otherwise expect to see. They just aren't there.
Are you guys talking about the Nassim Salad Fist?
Yeah. Death Irukan says Muslim woman shooter with vegan environmental attitudes that breaks the narrative. Gotta wipe that up like Mr. Clean with the magic eraser.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, absolutely, because all the libtards and the communists and that were like cisgendered white male, and it could not be further away from that. So they're trying to cover it up and hide it and shit.
This attack came from much higher on the progressive stack.
I mean that, the bat shit.
I don't know how more progressive you can get than transgender.
Yeah.
Iranian.
Well, I don't think it's transgender. I think she was just.
to,
I think she was cisgender.
Right. To get up on that one, she would have to have been lesbian and in a wheelchair to get much higher on the progressive stack than she already was. So holy shit, yeah.
Yeah.
She had an eagle eyes view on everybody else.
Now, here's what's really sad is I've been seeing I saw some tweets early today about her going to war with the NRA right before she did the mass shooting, and apparently those have hushed up as well now. So, I mean, they were even trying to respin the narrative, and they lost on that one also.
Yep.
Interesting. That's certainly something that I think it's going to have to be up to us. The YouTube plebs.
Communists?
No, the YouTube plebs, the people that tell the truth.
That make our own content and try to be honest.
Yeah, us. It's up to us to tell the truth and tell it a lot.
Yeah, the one thing I noticed was that all of our social media sites, they got scrubbed. Nothing. The only thing that's left is her website, and I've been peddling that around to see if anyone else can get any links that connect to that. Because I found a couple things, but it's mostly dead ends.
Were you here last night? Did you see how fast they were starting to cover shit up? It was in real fucking time.
I was in her Instagram.
Yeah. Veteran was looking at her shit, and it was disappearing in real fucking time.
Right.
We had more access to her shit at the beginning of our broadcast last night than we did at the end, because it was disappearing in real time.
It's
fucking
because
surreal.
It's 1984, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You talk about that ink sock fucking bullshit. If the party says you do not exist, you are an unpersons. If you are an unpersons, you do not exist. To say otherwise is wrong, think motherfucker.
Hey,
wrong, think bitch.
Hey, Burnside, I want you to read Hyrukin's last message.
Okay, let me read this. Now I'm done stuffing my... Only way to get higher was to be trans, lesbian, Down syndrome, and 2 missing shins like Hot Nail 6. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And I like Ajax, yeah. You could tell she was a liberal,
Yeah.
couldn't shoot for shit.
Yeah. She was so high up on the progressive stack, she could have jumped off it and fully deployed a parachute, and still had time to make a video complaining about Mita's murder. Anyhow,
Oh God, that video,
Oh,
it
no.
was fucking.
that was
It was
surreal.
scary.
That
It
was
was fucking scary.
that was there are very few times that we are able to see just a glimmer, a glimpse into someone's mental illness, so translated so vividly in a visual format, and that is it.
I think she was trying to channel her inner Lady Gaga and failed fucking miserably.
I guess she was also
Hold on, I
attempting.
got the right word for it somewhere here. Let me find.
She was also attempting.
Transdimensional Pegasister.
No, that's
was-
close, but it's not the whole thing.
She was trying at humor a little bit, I guess, but her humor fell very, very flat because the sarcasm was very mean-spirited and very angry, and she's missing a lot of the key components of actually making it funny, and I think that's largely due to her particular mental illness. I don't know.
No, it's just that women aren't funny. No, I'm serious. And as a matter of fact, right before I came here to do this, I've been in almost a 2-hour discussion with Aiden Paladin and a couple other people, and her next series of stuff coming up is on humor, and one of the pieces is going to be about women and comedy and their inability. And there's all this stuff to back it up, the science that she's going to bring forward.
From what I don't know, I could be wrong about this. From what I heard, it's an adaptational sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's that
Okay,
men
I got the
are
perfect punch
hardwired to
for it.
be funny as a mechanism, as a method, as a tool to court
mating. Yeah.
women. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
It's a mating
yeah,
thing.
we're given the funny
The funny.
to the honey.
Yeah, right, exactly. The funny tells the female that, you're of a higher intellectual stock, therefore you're able to gather and provide more security, and of course be a better to mate and make smarter babies.
Right.
So yeah, and she's got all this scientist that backs that shit up. So
Yeah, and in saying that, she does not have the poor mating stock. That's apart from all the crazy and the murderous veganism stuff.
I got one for you. Speaking of veganism, are you ready for this? I think this is my longest punchline insult thing yet.
go for it.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, quad-gendered, trans-dimensional, vegan, Islamic salad fist.
Well,
There we go. There we
that's a
go.
good one for her.
Salad
That's,
fist.
Salad fist instead of salafist like Salafist Principality. Salad fist because it's
She has a fist of
strand
salad.
it's radical veganism, but it intertwines with the religious aspect of being Iranian. So
Los
naturally-
manos de lechuga.
Salad fist.
Exactamundo.
It's salad fist. The Adventures of Salad Fist.
Los manos fuertes. Los manos de las lechugas.
Oh, I have an update on my friend Ben.
What's that?
How's he doing?
How's he doing?
All right, so the other day I meant to say this, that they didn't take him in for surgery. He's opened his eyes. He isn't responding to commands, but he's following with his eyes. And this was just posted 8 minutes ago. Ben came out of surgery with a smile on his face.
Great.
That's
Good.
That's
And this was them putting the pins in his pelvis.
small steps, small improvements. This is for something this severe. This is certainly good
They
news.
had to do a tracheostomy or stomy. This should be much more comfortable for him, and it will allow the doctors and nurses to reduce his medications. Otherwise, he was on a ventilator and had a tube down his throat.
Wow.
So it seems the tracheostomy did lead to him waking up.
Good.
All right, I'm glad he's doing a bit better. Sweet.
Yeah. So when something is this severe, each little step forward is a blessing.
And I don't mean to shill midstream, but for anyone that's wondering what the story's about, go to my channel and look at the motorcycle awareness video. It tells the whole thing of what's going on.
Let's hope everything keeps going up for him, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. That's right. Well, I don't have any more chaos news stories.
Oh,
I
really?
do have a small thingy. Looks like the Blackhawks are trending, and they've actually learned to meme.
Really? The Blackhawks can meme.
Yeah, they've learned to meme.
So are they memeing how big and black they are?
Just about. Yeah, let me get a picture of it.
We're big, black, and at the attack. We
Well.
are. We are
I got-
Hawks, and we're down to stalk. I mean,
Oh, man.
that one sounded weird.
No.
Sorry.
Let me
I've
see if
got
I can
one
upload
more
this
here,
sucker.
guys.
That went a little dark.
Yeah,
Dark
that did.
like Blackhawks. Anyhow, my terrible sense of humor aside.
It's not. No. Yes. Maybe. No.
I'm bad breeding stock. I'm not funny.
Oh, you're good, Brady. Stop. Then again, I'm not a woman, so
Yeah, yeah.
I'm fucking with you, man.
Well, guys, I do have one more news story here that I just found, and it's really bizarre.
Lay it on us, man.
4 dead as Supreme Court order triggers caste riots in India.
Okay.
That's right,
Wow.
in India.
Ooh, India's having riots. Awesome.
All right. So,
Violence and
what did their
Rest-
court? What? All right. Let's get into this. All right. Let's do
So-
a deep dive on this thing.
Okay, before we go any further, I just wanted to make everybody aware. India has what's called a caste system. Think of it in these terms as classism, but dialed up to 11. They have,
Well, it's feudal, isn't it?
yeah, it's feudal. They have certain ancestral groups that that are still observed today. At the lowest rung are what's called the untouchables. These are people that they come from families with historical ill repute, so they're in this group. It's not to say that these people can't excel within their system. There have been politicians, governors, and I think there was even a president that was part of this untouchables group. But they
face a lot of issues.
Right, they face a lot of issues, and they typically don't intermingle. So this is like a class system, but like I said, dialed up to 11.
Yes, it is. So, Violence and unrest erupted throughout northern and central India on Monday as thousands of Dalits, members of the Hinduist lowest class, protested against an order from India's Supreme Court that weakens the legal safeguards put into place for their community in 1989. The decision weakened the security precautions for the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes Prevention of Atrocities Act. At least 4 people have been declared dead in the state of Madhya Pradesh, according to Al Arabiya. India's constitution, which came into effect in January 26, 1950, outlaws the practices of discrimination based on caste and makes it a crime punishable by up to 1 year in prison. Despite this, caste prejudice persists in Hindu-majority India.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I grew up knowing a lot of Indian kids. I heard about this caste system.
Oh yeah, it's pretty rough stuff, and it's been in place for so long that it's hard for them to not do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like they're having some problems.
It's oh man. I'm struggling to find like a US sort of equivalent of that would incite that kind of violence. Maybe if the libtards are successful in abolishing the Second Amendment, maybe that might be.
No, they won't be successful. I'm a liberal, and I'm against it. I'm against abolishing it. I'm all for the Constitution.
Yeah, it's a what if scenario. So I'm making the comparison between, if they were
I don't
successful.
want to live in the world of Escape from New York and Escape from LA.
Yeah, so you would be one of
Because
the
then I'd rather live in
objectives.
New York or LA and deal with the fucking murderers and killers.
Yeah.
Or you can just come to Chicago and you can get the best of all three.
I've already told you I
appar-
plan on it.
So in
hell,
essence,
they're already
that's-
gonna confiscate guns in Deerfield. It might expand to the greater 606 depending on what all happens.
I'm
So
telling
in
you, man,
essence-
in the next year. Go ahead, Six.
in essence, it's kind of like if the Second Amendment were just abolished and all hell is breaking loose over in India. Because the screwing with the caste system is kind of like screwing with our U.S. Constitution. It's unthinkable.
It really is.
Okay, I got a way to compare it. The caste system. Think about Greek sororities and fraternities. You get treated better if your family member was an alumni. Exactly.
Yeah. And then it went quiet. Because everybody was.
I thought we were going
I'm sorry,
somewhere
I'm
with
eating
that.
my dinner.
Because everybody was. I guess everybody was observing the. Sending well wishes India's way, and I certainly hope that this shit is.
I hope Kali comes out of retirement and fucking kills them all.
I don't think that's going to happen, but it's great wishful thinking.
Hey, pray to Ganesh enough, she will.
Maybe.
So somebody doesn't like Indian food.
I like
No,
it.
I honestly, I've never really had Indian food, so I can't say I don't like it.
Well, Plus, you might change your mind on the Shiva or the Ganesha or whatever the fuck if you had some really good Indians.
No. I'm talking about them, Shiva, Ganesh, or Kali abolishing the caste, going in and killing all the fuckers that are part of the caste.
That's everybody in the country, because everybody in the country is part of the caste system.
Yeah, so like,
Okay, just don't kill them. Just don't kill the children.
so the jewels denote like maybe the highest class, the rich class. The forehead
Something like that,
ornamentation.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know jack shit about that. I would like to learn though.
Actually, I think that's a marital thing.
Oh yeah. Is it like
I think so.
your property instead of a brand? Just
Give me a second. I'll Google it.
put it in Google. Hey, we're going to put it in Google on now. Hello. How may I help
Thank you.
you?
Come again.
We're going to have a big revolution. We're going to be very nice to each other though first. We're going to have dinner, we're going to drink tea, and then we're going to kill each other.
Okay, the dots are for the bindi in the Hindu faith.
Oh,
Women traditionally wear it to symbolize that they are married.
okay. No hamburger for her.
Although it now is more of a symbol to show that, they are a member of that faith. That particular part of the body is considered to be a wisdom spot or a kind of third eye.
Third eye, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. Okay. No.
So I saw Burnside just posted on Twitter the Blackhawks meme. It's that one where the superhero looking dude is
Trying to
conflicted
pick.
on trying to pick which button to push. Tank for a better draft pick or ruin the Blues playoff hopes. Thank you for picking the ruin the Blues playoff hopes there at their Chicago. As a Stars fan, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Come again.
There we go.
Let's see if we can do it like a Borg. Like, I wonder what that would sound like. Thank you, come again. We are the Borg. You will be assimilated. Resistance is futile. That is all.
Here is some curry.
Oh, Mr. Simpson, you cannot do that.
A poo. A poo poo.
I love that episode where Homer pretends to be Ganesh, and the guy stands up and says, "That is not Ganesh."
Was it Ganesh the elephant?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yep, the god with the elephant head.
Yes.
Kali's the one with 6 arms.
Yes, the goddess of destruction.
Yeah.
Well, destruction and formation.
And rebirth.
I mean, yeah.
Or is it Shiva? Shiva's destruction. I don't know. Don't ask me. Who asked me that?
Let's see here.
I'm looking at the standings here, and it pretty much boils down to the Stars have 2 more games left. That's a maximum of 4 points, which would put them at 94 points. So, that being said, both the St. Louis Blues and the Colorado Avalanche have to lose. Let's see. Well, St. Louis, Colorado, and Anaheim have to lose the remaining games if the Stars have a ghost of a chance of getting into the playoffs.
That's a long shot there, Six.
That's a hell of a long shot. That's such a long shot. It's like a crazy vegan salad fist perched atop the progressive stack with a rifle aiming at headquarters.
All right, so the Hindu deities involve Deva, Devi, Ishivra, Bhagavan, and Bhagavad.
Are you going to tell us what they do?
That's what I'm working on doing.
Okay, cool. The names are helpful. Yeah. What is Uzi laughing at? She's giggling back there somewhere. I cannot hear. She's got headphones on. She's probably listening to the George Carlin album. I don't know.
Oh, God.
Yeah, did I tell you all?
All right. The divas are the fire deities called friend to all humanity.
Alright. Fire is friendly. You know how to use it.
The Devis, such as Ushas, Prithvi, and Adulti, they are dawn, earth, and cosmic moral order. Then there's another one known as river or knowledge, sound, destruction, night, and forest. Ishivra. Ishivra is, along with Shiva, Vishnu, and Brahma, one of the 17 deities commonly found in Indonesian Hindu arts and records. However, Ishivra represents different concepts in various Hindu philosophies.
How many fucking gods do they have? Holy shit.
A lot.
Quite a few, man.
Yeah, they are.
So
Among the 6 systems of Hindu philosophy, Samkhya and Misama do not consider the concept of Ishivra, a supreme being, relevant.
a godhead.
Yeah, they're kind of the polytheists.
Indeed. You got the fucking Greeks whooped.
They're just shy of as many as the Aztecs and the Mayans, but not by many.
Oh. Well, they're Indians, of course.
Yaska, the earliest known language scholar of India, notes that there are 3 deities. Devas, according to the Vedas, Angi, which are fire, those whose place is on earth, Vayu, which is wind, whose place is in the air, and Surya, which is sun, those whose place is in the sky. The principle of these worlds or zones, and its multiples is found, therefore, in many ancient texts, which are the oldest layer of texts. So it says that there are Vedas enumerate 33 divas, either 11 for each of the 3 worlds, or as 12 Adityatas, 11 Rudras, 8 Vasus, and 2 Avishans. So there are 33 deities. That's more than the Norse gods and the Greek gods.
Yep. Like I said, the Mayans and the Aztecs had maybe 5 or 6 more, depending upon who you're talking to. But yeah, it's pretty close.
That's just
Okay,
crazy.
the major regional Hindu deities. Vishnu, which actually looks a little bit like Kali.
Mm-hmm.
Only Vishnu only has 4 arms. Then there's Shiva,
Yes.
Brahma, and a lot of these deities are also popular in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Ganesh. I can't pronounce the name of Hindu for this one, but it's Sakanda. And that's another way to pronounce it. Different name for her. Then there's Devi, the actual Devi. Just plain old woman around 15th century. Then there's Lakshmi. Lakshmi is the deity for when there's a white elephant born.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Then there's Sarawati. Big tittied flute player looks like.
That's the best kind.
That's right.
There's Durga or Kali.
If you're gonna play the flute.
I was going to say every high school band should not be without one.
Then there's also Kali. Mariam Man, which is kind of like the red colored Kali instead of being blue. This one's a half breed. It's half Vishnu and half Shiva. Harihara.
Yeah.
Harihara.
And this one's half Shiva, half Pavarti. I cannot pronounce this name. It's like impossible. But she's like literally half white elephant, half Kali. Like down the middle of her body, one half is white, the other half is blue.
Oh, wow.
Into them arresting.
So.
But yeah,
There you go.
It's actually very surprising to be hearing that riots are going on in India because for so long they've been so mild-mannered and so peaceful.
Well, there was an apple cart and somebody upset it.
Yep.
Somebody pissed in somebody's Wheaties.
Oh yeah, big time.
The problem with India is just in general, because of how stuck they are with their caste system, they're lenient with certain areas where they're strict on others. Because the whole thing is, all right, well, if this area is part of the upper caste people, you know, in the next life I'll be looked at as a better person if I help improve this area. Whereas if it's an area where it's the people of the lower caste, it's like, oh, well, who gives a flying fuck?
The lower caste is usually the ones that say, fuck it, you know, I'm gonna be turned into a fucking cockroach anyway.
That's right.
Pretty much.
So why give
Because
it
remember,
that?
these are the people that worship cows.
And not in
Whereas we worship them when they are on the grill.
Yes.
between two seeded buns with pickles, onions, and
And
mustard.
special sauce.
Yeah, the whole thing with cows and that is they think that all animals are sacred, so they're normally very protective of animals. They're like PETA if PETA wasn't a terrorist group. Like if PETA wants to get the whole animal rights thing right, they need to learn from the people in India. They got it right.
I mean, they still eat meat. It's just they don't eat cow.
Yeah.
They're selective with their meat. It's
They eat chicken. Yeah. Yeah.
Lots of chicken. They eat a lot of chicken.
A lot of chicken.
Yeah, that's
Vindaloo.
chicken's their one loophole.
Chicken
Vindaloo.
vindaloo. Awesome.
Yes.
Well, you know, I actually have some Hindi friends out here, and they're actually very big on bratwursts.
Ooh.
In fact,
Oh yeah, they're known for eating pig,
Tasty.
goat,
yeah, pork sausage.
anything
is
that
one of
doesn't
the
go.
biggest imports.
Mwah.
Well, I guess they would enjoy Oktoberfest. Plenty of
Oh, yeah.
bratwursts.
Yeah, they drink too. Yeah, yeah. They're big on the booze. They like the beer. Yes. Interesting, different cultures.
They might be polytheists, but I'm a polytheist. A true polytheist. Well, I believe in all gods except for the Judeo-Christian one, because he's a fucking dick.
Oh, pish posh.
By the way,
That
guys,
doesn't make any sense.
Goat Man
Yeah, I
in
second
the chat. Goat Man in the chat is talking about India would be a better place if they worshiped goats instead of cows.
Goat man, I agree with
Oh
you.
man.
Think about all the fun you could have, goat man.
Given with how the ISIS sympathizers and them have gone at the goats, I think if they worship the goats, they might wind up being like that.
They say sheep go to heaven and goats go to hell, so.
I dig me some cabrito.
Well, I guess sheeple are going to heaven.
Lol.
I wonder if lol cows are included.
Someone's getting pinged.
Yeah, that's my cell phone, sorry.
Shoot, earlier I heard it and I'm thinking, did I just not hear my phone?
No, I had some updates installed apparently, and so it turned back on my messages.
Oh man. Speaking of lol cows going to heaven, it'd be kind of surreal having fucking margaritas at the poolside in paradise with Hillary Clinton.
That would be some aspect.
Oh, you mean hell?
So if all lol cows go to heaven, then
we're definitely going to hell.
That's the only logical.
Stay out of my way when I go for the throne.
Well, it's a quarter till. Shall we begin the ritualistic chill out?
Killing of the shit.
Let's get down and dirty with the shilling.
Take our time doing it.
Yeah, baby.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
So since he didn't get a chance the last time we did it, how about we begin with the voice of Burnside?
Burnside burns.
Alright.
Shit it, boy.
Alright, guys. Well, I am the Burnside Film Project. You can find me on YouTube, BitChute, and Gab AI. We should have the next episode of Backline done soon. Within the next few days, I gotta go render that. Aside from that, tonight or tomorrow, I'll be working on memes and some other stuff for my whatchamacallit, that
Redbubble?
Thank you. Yes, Redbubble, for the Redbubble I have, because that's picking off pretty good. I got a nice flag on there. I got some other stuff I'll be in the works for. And let's see
And
here.
if you want to see what the flag looks like, look at Irving's most latest videos.
It's fucking sweet looking. And
Yeah.
speaking of Irving, I actually have a mimetic campaign coming up with him, where he will be my running mate. That's gonna be some fun when we kick that up off the ground. So look out, Twatter.
What are you running for?
Look
President.
at my Twitter feed. Damn it, woman! But yeah, it's supposed to be a surprise. Yeah, a mimetic run for president. And this Friday, if I can get things working the right way, I will be live streaming Witch Cross. It's the band I wrote for. They actually got a gig, and thanks to Tara's assistance, I was able to clear up some space on my phone, so now I can actually use the sucker for streaming and stuff. And tomorrow I'll be hosting Chaos 120. And I think that's about it. If I forgot anything, then just tell Tara and she'll poke me with a stick for it.
And people go to his Redbubble and buy shit. That's the only way I'm gonna get up there and like claim him.
Okay, and next, y'all fight for it.
Go ahead.
All right, I'm pretty good with kicking in the nuts, so you know we can Rishimbo. Remember, I'm short. I'm already at that level.
Well, since I'm hosting, I'm going to go last because that's just like, you know, the hosty thing to do.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go next.
Go.
Let's see. I am the Next 6 Minutes. I run the Next 6 Minutes channel. If you do not spell out the word 6, you're not going to find it. Let's see. I also have the Next Live Streams channel. on a lot of social media platforms, mine's Discord, Twitter, Gab, so on and so forth. Pretty much given up on Daily Motion at this point, so I won't be doing any of that. However, I will be releasing some original content later this week. It's going to be my first original video in quite a bit. This weekend, I'm going to be announcing my Streamlabs as well as my my maker support. So if you want to help a starving artist out, you can assist me in the whole monetary thing. Let's see. What else do I have coming down? Oh yeah, this weekend I just wanted to remind everybody, not this weekend, but this Friday on Scooby Stream, we're having a special little thing for our Weebo. She's emerging from adolescence. She's becoming a 20-something. So we're going to be having a little special thing for her, much in the same way we did for Scooby last week. So that's what's going down on Friday. I have my third.
So, all right, big question about that. Is there something Saturday then? Or...
Saturday, that's Weebo stream. I don't know what she's going to do.
Okay, all right. So I was just confused. I didn't know if these things were like being... You know,
right. She's going to have her own kind of little birthday stream before ours, but we're still going to have a little something for her. Yeah, because she's our little
Friday
little fledgling that is now begun to spread her wings and fly. So anyhow, that's what's going down. This Sunday afternoon, I have the third and final installment of my Dank Memes series. That it's gonna rock. I've invited a certain Canadian to join us, and it's gonna be an awesome time. And if he's available, then a certain
you
certain
invited
guy
Jean-Francois
from Chicago Stan, from Shirakistan, our esteemed our esteemed.
I'll be doing my damnedest to make it there.
Okay.
I got I'm gonna try and get to Ajax because he's invited me over for Greek Easter, but I will make it one way or another. I'm getting on that motherfucker because I am not making these memes for nothing tonight and tomorrow.
Even if it's only to stop by and say hi, I'd be honored to have you there.
Thank you. I've been trying to wake up from slumber to get to this thing, and hell or high water, motherfucker.
Yeah, and I have
if
a lot
you want me to, I can just call you nonstop.
If it hits about 3 in the afternoon, do it.
Do that.
Gotcha.
I don't care what time.
And let's see. I think that's about all I have. My normal schedule will probably be resuming next week because I don't think that well, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what the circumstances are. If they're going to try to pull the same thing that they did Monday and try to get Burnside in there because his coworkers they have a bad habit of calling in.
Needing to go shake their booty on Mondays.
Yeah, I gotta shake that
fuckers.
Monday booty. So I think that's about all I have, other than I'm still hard at work at producing channel art and like channel intros and stuff like that for projects and channels and stuff like that are going to be they're going to be picking up steam here in the next couple of weeks. So I'm excited about that, and I guess that's all I have.
All right, Tara, you're next.
Well, I'm TerraSynn. You can find me on IMVU, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. I have an Etsy store, Terra and Roxy Craft. My roommate's mom is coming in this weekend, and I hadn't started on the new set of purses because I got kind of stuck on one of them. So once that's over and I can, set up my sewing area again, I will be making purses, really fucking cute purses. And so people that are listening are to go to my store and buy the fucking purses. So I have spending money at more.
You heard the lady. Buy stuff from her now.
Agreed.
That or if they don't do it, they're gonna, once I do go to more, they're gonna have to like listen to audio of me moaning while me and Burnside are going at it.
I don't know. That might excite them.
Exactly. I might start fapping.
Maybe they'll actually go and start buying shit.
Yeah.
Hey, I figure as long as I don't play video, and it's just sound.
You never know. In some states, that can get you.
Yep. Well. Yep. All right.
Well, I guess I'm next.
Yes.
All right, everybody. You know who I am. Man, I will be doing my Spiritual Thursday podcast in the morning, of course. And I will be trying to get a special Saturday set of podcasts out, even though I'm working the next 3 days, 12 hours straight each day. But hey, that's why I still... Also, I am hoping to have a Redbubble up here soon. I'm waiting on a local artist here in Portland to finish some commissioned art. As soon as she does, I'm going to be putting together some shirts. Hopefully get them up there. And maybe a few other surprises here, too.
Sounds groovy. 6?
Well, I already did mine, but go ahead.
All right. All right. Well, I'm IRATE PROSTATE. You know who I am. Every Wednesday you can find me here doing Chaos 120. And if I can make it, I will make it on other nights too. So I'm bound to show up sometimes. And of course, tomorrow we will be, Big Fat Brian and I will be covering the live action retelling of the Full Metal Alchemist anime series, which is, they do this a lot in Japan. They'll take a really successful anime series and then they'll do a live action movie based on it. And they'll try to, squunch up, 25 half-hour episodes into 2 hours. So that's very challenging.
For those that haven't seen it and you hate watching subbed, watch it subbed, because if you put on the English description, the English narrator describes every fucking thing that's happening.
Yeah,
that's
for blind people.
Don't listen to it with that on.
That's for blind people.
It's annoying.
Yeah, it's for blind people. So it's the only way. And that's really a complaint I have anyway with Netflix, is that they're not providing a dubbed option. They are with the anime now. With the anime series, they've got a full. That's really well done and taken care of. See, Friday evening, I'll probably pop by and say hey to the folks with the Weebo birthday thing, and then later that evening, 11 Eastern, 10 Central, and 8 Pacific, we'll be doing the Cream Stream, of course, with featuring Day is Dead and maybe Roy from Very Nearly Viral may be joining us, so I'm not too certain on that. And then, of course, Saturday morning, Drinks with Friends with Sir Adamantine. Nothing but debauchery and sin.
And
Hey, Irving, are you going to do an after hours?
Giggity! Giggity!
Irving, you got something going after this, brother? And why is he not in here? What's that about? I'm starting.
Because he wants to be a chat troll.
I'm starting to take us personal.
Uh-oh.
All right, man? You're gonna take us to the mattresses or what?
Oh man.
Yeah, I think. Sometimes he's he wants to be a participant. Sometimes he just wants to,
He enjoys the show, which is the good thing. Although I don't think you want to take him to the mattresses. Have you seen what he does to Riley Dennis?
Oh, that's. I don't know. I don't even know if Pornhub wants to say what he wants to do with Riley Dennis.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm not as
gonna lie, man.
The soy factor is a lot lower with me, but hey, what can I say? Well, with all that, I guess anybody got any final thoughts before we slam the door on another edition of Chaos 120? Well, bless you if you've got something that blesses you. Twice.
Good tight.
Holy moly.
Sounds like you're allergic to that purse, Terry.
Yeah.
No, I'm nowhere near it. It's the slap your mama spices I put in my rice and beans.
I recommend the mute button, but hey, who am I? Anyway, all right, with that in mind, everybody, thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us, chat, especially to everyone else that's seeing this on a recording. You've made it through another one. We all have, and on that note, this is IRATE Prostate saying we're out for tonight, and we'll be back tomorrow. And we'll be on Burnside's channel, I believe.
Yup.
All right.
Do this.
All right. There. See y'all there, folks. Let's roll. And on 3, 2, say goodbye, everybody.
Later, motherfuckers.
Bye.